Happy Magic Monday, Collective Consciousness. This is Nicole Marie, your coach for the moon energy for the week. As you know, I love using the tools of astrology, tarot, sound healing, and ritual. And this week, I want to share with you the different moon cycles, which goddess will help guide us this week, and a little unicorn magic to remind us of how to cultivate a everyday myth. So my dears, this is for the forecast for January 7th through January 13th, 2019. So we just finished that incredible new moon in Capricorn eclipse. And depending on where it was hitting your chart, you either had tons of energy, felt inspired and empowered to start the new year, or you could have feelings of the opposite. So wherever you are on your cycle, honor it and trust that there's a time and place for finding your empowerment during any cycle that you're in. So why I want and love focusing on the moon energies of the week is the moon is actually how we experience life. Our moon, so through our natal moon sign on how then we relate to the transit moons is that, especially for women, we're highly sensitive and awake to the energy of our inner world, to our emotional world. So the moon represents the lens, the perspective in which we experience life. So often people are looking at their sun sign and rising signs to get indication of what the week will look like for them, but emotionally, through our perspectives is how we actually experience life. So we can have like a great promotion coming up, but then there may be feelings of lack and self-doubt. So we're actually going to experience the promotion with hesitation, lack of trust, because this is all how we experience the moon. So this week, after having that powerful new moon in Capricorn eclipsed, we're starting with a Aquarius moon until Wednesday. From Wednesday to Friday, we have Pisces moon. And on Saturday, Sunday, we move into an Aries moon. So what this all means is that the Aquarius moon is really having us connect more to our cosmic consciousness. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which really wants to expand, change, and revolutionize. So researching, doing a lot of different tasks. A lot of people are just starting and getting back to work, and so there's going to be a lot of different things that you're going to have to do. And it's really just a time to explore, to research, and it's really a time to, it's intellectualizing. Aquarius is a very much an air sign. So yeah, writing your emails, writing your proposals. A lot of writing is also great. Things that new projects that you're starting that you're really excited about. So Aquarius is really great for, doing the visionary work and getting the writing tasks done and doing a lot of research. Then by the midweek till Friday, we have that Pisces moon, so we're going to integrate it more into our emotional body. Pisces moon, so Aquarius moon can feel very scattered because you're doing a lot of different things. You're kind of connected to the bigger vision. And then Pisces is going to come in and have actually an emotional attachment to the vision, an emotional attachment to the task, to the things that you're doing. So if you want to have more of an impact in what you're presenting, and you want to come from a more emotional and artistic and, subconscious place, wait to do those tasks till midweek, Wednesday to Friday, because Pisces moon is really a time where you are more connected to your subconscious, where you're really attuned to your artistic and creative endeavors. And then by Aries moon, you're going to want to go out and celebrate. It's still kind of the beginning of a new year. You want to go, or maybe just spend the whole weekend focusing on your gifts, wanting to work on a project, because Aries moon is very cardinal. It's very self-sustaining and focused. So it might want to go and explore how to achieve its goals for the new year. So taking time to make a plan of action. Aries is really good at planning and really moving with its instinctual wisdom. So for those of you that have kind of done some 2019 forecasting and have gotten all this information, this weekend would be a really good time to sit down and kind of plan the year. You'll have enough time and light and power to move forward this weekend. Or, Aries moon just wants to go and have fun. However you use this energy, it's up to you. The goddess that'll help guide us this week is Maeve, and she represents cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And I feel this is so perfect to what this energy for the week is, because going from Aquarius to Pisces can feel very intense, because at first Aquarius is like very intellectual, you're in the mind, you're kind of aloof to your emotions, and then all of a sudden whatever you've been doing or working on is going to come into your emotional body and say, hello, here you are. And so paying attention, do you feel like your emotions have been suppressed by working too much, or have you not given yourself enough time and space to work on and just healing, just space? A lot of times Pisces just needs space to get back into their own frequency, to their own energy, so they can understand where they need to go from there. And then, obviously the body is a huge communicator. If your adrenals are really low, if you don't have a lot of energy, it just means you need more rest. So take rest, listen to your body and ask what it needs. Instead of trying to take more coffee or more things, just let it rest and let it be. Now, the magic for our everyday life, our everyday ritual, is the unicorn of delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things and always expect the best. So this is a really powerful, magical remedy for intense work schedules, or just coming back from holidays and needing often we're going back and we want to move forward, going back to the same old job or going back to the same old task. We kind of need to come from a new place even when we're doing the old things. So that newness is a really important place to come from, because no day is ever the same. No matter what routine you have, no matter what, every day is different, and you can treat it as just. So, my dears, there is a lot of change going on in the world, and especially with me. And I just want to say, before we dive into the tarot reading, that I am changing a couple things this year. Speaking of change, just with what I'm going to be offering on this podcast, what I'm going to be offering in more work for working with the moon. Now, the moon transformed my life, and ever since I've been trying to create programs and working with clients on how is it that you really can transform through ritual, through knowing your astrology, through asking the tarot on how to move forward on things, using these ancient tools for our modern day practical magic. So just stay tuned for the new things that are arriving. And I'm excited to share with you on what is ahead. And specifically, what's going to change is I'm going to be doing personal moon or zodiac moon horoscope. So a lot of people read their sun or their rising horoscopes. I'm doing the moon, yo, because I love the moon, as you know. So the tarot reading for the week, we have the overall energy is Hanged One. And I feel like we recently had this as well. The Hanged One is all about surrender, a karmic balancing of really surrendering to unconditional love. This is a hard concept to grasp. A lot of people don't even really experience unconditional love. Often it's only mothers that can experience unconditional love for their children. But even this has changed quite a bit since the modern day. Some fathers can feel this for their children, and some people can reach to the state of unconditional love. But what this is really asking us is for us to surrender to the bigger self, to the divine, whatever you want to call it, but it's a surrender to something that's bigger than our mind, bigger than our plans and our expectations. And this is really about letting go of your control, your plan, your ideas. And this is not an easy process. What happens here, though, is that when you let go, and I know let go is such kind of a cliche word, and trying to find a different way of explaining it, but it's really releasing what in your conscious mind you're already aware of that limits you. So looking at your limiting beliefs, looking at what keeps you in the same patterns, and it's really time to look at how can you change your perspective? Because what this card is a story. The story of Odin hanging from the tree of life upside down for 9 nights. 9 being the completion number, 9 being the goddess number. And this means that he surrendered to that bigger, to that divine, to that goddess energy. And he discovered a whole new language. He discovered the ruins, which is now an oracle. It was their first language of how they can communicate between the ordinary and other worlds. And when I mean ordinary world, I mean 3D dimension, I mean humanity. Other world, I mean spirit. The veils are different dimensions of consciousness, and really what we are also a part of. So what this all means is that we need to kind of let go of some of our expectations, that we need to kind of let our wishes be known. This new moon in Capricorn was really making very powerful wishes. A lot of people felt very empowered about this new vision that they want to bring to life. But remember, it's going to come in its own way. But you staying clear, staying focused, and having faith and trust in the vision overall is what your practice is. And you having unconditional love for yourself is the most important process. Now, the conflict of the week is 10 of discs. And this means being in community, tribal, family, co-workers, corporations. This is us probably having conflict in our group settings, and this comes from when we feel that maybe this is no longer the tribe that I want to be part of, or my values or my alignments, my beliefs are not in tune with theirs. So just noticing them, where these conflicts are coming up, or maybe you feel judged or suppressed, and you need to go home and release that frustration in doing some art or writing or trusting that something else is coming. Now, the solution to this energy and the outcome for the week is reverse 5 of Cups. And this card usually shows disappointment in love. But because it's reversed, it shows that we're emptying and releasing disappointment of love, which also means releasing expectations of others. So this is a really profound time to release, let go, however you want to call it, but to finally stop allowing other people to disappoint you. Because all that you can do, you can't control others, you can't change others. All you can do is change yourself and embody who you are or who you want to be. That's your only thing that you have to do in this life, is to be you. And the more that you embody yourself, the more you embody your beliefs, then that changes other people around you just by being you. For example, if, a lot of people like to make new habits at the beginning of the year, like no drinking for a month or no longer smoking. And then, but you have friends or family members in your life that smoke or drink. Okay. So do you hang out with them, judging them, telling them they need to change, and then are influenced by them and then have a drink or have a smoke because that's something that's comfortable and familiar? Or do you just not go out on smoke breaks with them? Or if you do, have your cup of tea, or if you go out to bars, have your water, have your soda. Instead of judging others and tell others what they need to do, you just embody it, and people are like, oh, wow, yeah, maybe I should not drink for a week, or maybe I should try that, because you're making it look so easy, right? So it's just really embodiment of your beliefs. So like I said, the magic for the everyday is remembering the delight, remembering the newness. And this is when magic happens. This is how you can change your perspective, is when you start paying attention and speaking what you're grateful for. Whole doors open and a new life can begin. So my dears, thank you for tuning in. I wish you all the best for the week ahead. If you would like your own reading and want to know what is in store for you this week, or if you want to plan for the next full moon and Leo eclipse, it is such a profound time to do this work. Ritual is actually now a new part of health systems. People are recognizing ritual as a huge way of restoring health and mental illness. So if you want to start working with the moon and me, Nicole Marie, contact me at innerdories@gmail.com or check out my website at www.inner-dories.com. Until then, blessed, blessed, blessed be.